Alright folks, so this is a little tutorial on how to 3D print. So let's say I just made this piece here. This is a tennis ball attachment for a PVC pipe. And anyway, so I've got to print this out on our printers. So first thing I'm going to do is I have to convert this file. I'm going to make my mouse big for you. See this better? We're going to convert our file into an STL file. Right now this is just an Inventor file, but the printers can't read that. So I'm going to go File, Export, CAD format. It's going to ask what kind of file do we want to do, and I'm going to change this file type to an STL. So STL is funny. It's a acronym for stereolithography or standard tessellation language. Either way it works. It basically just means a file that's readable for 3D printing. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to save it here. I'm going to maybe give this an iteration so that's number 3. And click Save. And then I got to open up Bambu Studios. So this probably is going to take us a minute. So I'm going to click, I might have to search it down here. I want to find Bambu Studio. It'll start running. And I'm hoping mine doesn't, I've used this before, so sometimes it'll actually set things up a little bit too well for me. I want to be able to show you guys how to do this step by step. I've tried uninstalling and it, yeah, dang it. Okay, so when you first open it, like for the very first time, it's going to ask you a bunch of things like what region are you in, like a bunch of different questions about like what type of printer you have, and if it has this like a new package available, you can do that, whenever. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to go to Prepare tab, and here this is important that when you first set up, it's going to ask you what printers do we have. Right now, and this may change, but at the moment, as of April 27th, 2026, we only have the Bambu Lab X1 Carbon. So make sure that's the only printer you have selected when that page comes up. And then filament and all that kind of stuff, we really just have PLA. That's our basic. Diameter, nozzle size is 0.4. Those should all be basic. Like as long as this printer is selected, everything else will default to that. So good. Anyway, so I'm going to click Prepare. And then here, these are all the things we use to set up our print. So this is what we call our print strategy. So I'm going to click here to first get my object in. So I'm going to click plus on this little cube. That means to add an object. And I'm going to find mine. Mine was called Tennis Ball Lance number 3. So I'm going to click Open. And it'll open up in here. And notice, if I click and drag on this board, or the print bed, this is kind of how I orbit. And I want to be careful to make sure that I'm avoiding overhang. So right now, there's a ton of overhang. So if I wanted it to print at this orientation, I can go to where it says Support, and I can click like Enable Tree Support, which is an automatic. And what that'll do, once I click Slice Plate, that's going to build a scaffolding that can be easily broken away. So you can see how that kind of works there. You've got this kind of tree support, which is pretty cool. However, there is another way that I can do. Some of you have printed before, probably like, ooh, I've got a better way to do this. So go back to Prepare. I can just turn this object. Actually, I should show you these things here first. If I use this one, this is so I can move it around. I can get a specific point that way. This one's to rotate it. This one's to scale. So if I wanted to make it like half size, I could say 50% here. But what I'm really looking for is this, where it says, so I'm going to click. This is going to give me a series of faces I can select. So if I click there, that will tell it to lay flat on the bed, which is good. And now if I click Slice Plate, that'll fill it in under here only, which is great. So that means all the outside surfaces which will be visible will not have that issue. So now that I've got that, the next thing I need to do is add an SD card. So micro SD card. So just so you know what this looks like, because a lot of students are like, wait, what's that? It's these guys, these teensy tiny little cards or whatever. They have different memory sizes or whatever. We don't need a ton of memory for what we have, um, so it's close enough just to what we've got. So anyway, and so I'm going to take that and I'm going to pop it into the side of the computer. And when I first open it, it almost always does this. Let's see. Yep, it says there's a problem with this drive. Scan to fix now. And the funny thing is there's really nothing wrong with it. It's just the last person to use it simply popped it out of the machine, the printers, without doing like an eject, and I don't know. It messes with it. It's actually fine. But if I click on that and I say scan and fix, say repair drive, it's going to scan it and all that stuff. And it says Windows successfully scanned the drive. No errors were found. It's like, okay, you told me there's something wrong, and now there's not. So whatever. And it's going to open up the files that are on the card. You're pretty safe to just delete everything that's on here. These are all files that other students have printed. So if I just highlight them and delete, sure. That's just a nice way to get rid of some things to keep the memory card clean. And then up here, these buttons are weird. When I say print plate, it's going to say, where do you want to print it? And there's nowhere to send it. We have to send it to the card. So we're going to click this down arrow, and we have to change this button to be export. So I'm going to click on that, and then it's going to ask where do you want to send it, and it should default to the SD card, and it'll have this little thing, SD card, whatever like that. Click on that, click save, and then down here it's going to say export successful, and then I can just say eject or safely remove. Click on there, and then I can pop it off, and it is good to go. We can go send it to the 3D printer, and if you need help with that part, I can help you with it. But it's fairly simple. You just put the card in the side of the printer on the screen, and go to File, find your file, and then print. And there you go. I hope this was helpful.